Shadows are stretching their arms across the floor. Dust motes are dancing through the open door. The clock on the mantle has nothing to say as the blue fades out of the edge of the day. I'm watching the copper settle deep in your hair, like the whole world's honey is suspended in air. And the birds go quiet in the sycamore tree while the light does a favor for you and for me. It's a 5-minute fever, a fever of gold, before the evening turns silver and cold. Are burning like square-shaped fires. The city is humming through the telephone wires. Every scar on my heart and every line on your face is forgiven by the mercy of this holy place. We don't need a camera to capture the view when the sky is just an echo of the best parts of you. It's a trick of the optics, a tilt of the earth, a 1,000-watt miracle for all that it's worth. It's gone in a heartbeat, it's gone in a blink, but right now the light is the only thing I can think. Sinking down, the gold's turning brown, but I still see you. Yeah, I still see you in the glow. The spruce and the cedar are huddling close, like a circle of ghosts on the ridge. The valley is drinking a heavy white ghost that's pouring out under the bridge. I can't see the summit, I can't see the track. The world's gonna go shade of gray. There's no use in looking for the way back when the path has been folded away. It isn't a fire, it isn't a cloud, it's the breath of the stone speaking out loud. It's a secret the hemlock locks are trying to keep, while the rest of the world is asleep. Lost in the mountain smoke, where the wind is a whisper and the silence is broke by the creak of the timber and the heart in my chest. Looking for a place where a spirit can rest, higher than the worry, deeper than the soul, wrapped in the velvet of the mountain smoke. There's a smell in the air like damp earth and pine, and the taste of the rain on my tongue. I'm crossing a border, I'm drawing a line where the ancient old carols are sung. My lungs are filling with the weight of the heights, till I'm light as a feather of ash. Gone are the sirens and the city bright lights in a quiet, magnificent crash. Let it roll and let it cover my tracks, let the map turn to water and ink. There's a peace in the haze that the valley side lacks when you're standing right there on the brink. Lost in the mountain smoke, where the wind is a whisper and the silence is broke by the creak of the timber and the heart in my chest. Looking for a place where a spirit can rest, higher than the worry, deeper than the soul, wrapped in the velvet of the mountain smoke. Lost in the mountain smoke, where the wind is a whisper and the silence is broke by the creak of the timber and the heart in my chest. Looking for a place where a spirit can rest, higher than the worry, deeper than the soul, wrapped in the velvet of the mountain smoke. The world is a hum, the mountain is home. Just white on white, just gray on gray, let the smoke take me away. There's a hum in the wire, a glitch in the screen. I'm living in the spaces in between, counting the flickers of the neon blue, trying to find a frequency that leads to you. My head is a radio tuned to the white, searching for a signal in the middle of the night. But then I felt the granite cold and real, something that the ghost light couldn't steal. I put my palms down on the canyon floor, and I couldn't hear the buzzing anymore. The motherboard is sparking, the battery is low, but the mountain doesn't care which way the currents go. I'm caught between the static and the stone, between the signal and the marrow in my bone. One is a fever, one is a home, one is a desert where I'm forced to roam. Turn off the power, let the echoes be known. I'm planting my heart in the static and the stone. The data is a river that'll wash you away, but the rock is a promise that's moving to stay. Break the glass, feel the dust, trade the lightning for the rust. Digital heaven, physical grace. I'm looking for a permanent place. tip of the pen is hovering there over a desert of white and a prayer. I've got a heart full of things I should say, but the ink always seems to get in the way. One drop of black on a pristine page, like a bird finally leaving the cage. It's easy to whisper, it's easy to lie, when the words are just air and a passing sigh. But once it's in cursive, once it's in blue, it's a permanent map of my feelings for you. The paper is patient, it waits for the line to turn the maybe into your mind. It's all just ink and intention. The parts of my soul I forgot to mention, the spill and the stain, the truth and the ache, the beautiful promise I'm willing to make. I'm writing our story, one heartbeat at a time, in the space where the ink and intention align. My hands are stained dark from the things I've rewritten, between what is bold and what's shyly hidden. I've crossed out the doubt and I've circled the light. I'm finally finishing this letter tonight. No more erasing, no more not yet. The tip of the pen is a sun that has set. It's all just ink and intention. The parts of my soul I forgot to mention, the spill and the stain, the truth and the ache, the beautiful promise I'm willing to make. I'm writing our story, one heartbeat at a time, in the space where the ink and intention align. It's all just ink and intention. The parts of my soul I forgot to mention, the spill and the stain, the truth and the ache, the beautiful promise I'm willing to make. I'm writing our story, one heartbeat at a time, in the space where the ink and intention align. The page is turning, candles burning, nothing locked every day, nothing left to the edge, just the ink and intention. Have shrunk to the soles of my boots. The sun is a king pulling up all the roots. There's a ripple of ghost water out on the road. The air is a fever, a heavy set load. Everything's white and everything's bright. I'm losing the memory of what was the night. The mercury's climbing the side of the glass. The wind is too tired to move through the grass. The horizon is shaking, it's coming apart, like a secret that's beating inside of my heart. Oh, I'm lost in the high noon age, where the minutes are miles and the hours are days. The sky is a desert, the ground is a fire. The world is a chorus of wires on a choir. Everything's blurring, everything's dazed, wrapped in the gold of the high noon haze. Wrapped in the gold, the high noon haze. You're standing across from me, washed in the glare, with diamonds of sweat and a crown in your hair. I can't see your eyes through the squint and the shine, but I'm feeling your heartbeat, rhythm with mine. No place to hide and no place to run, just us and the weight of a 12 o'clock sun. Bleach the color from the wood, I'd change the weather if I could, but there's a beauty in the burn, a lesson that we have to learn. When the light is at its peak, the truth is all we're allowed to speak. The world is a chorus of wires on a choir. Everything's blurring, everything's dazed, wrapped in the gold of the high noon. And let it shimmer, let it shine. La Mushano, only mine. In the peaks are for dreamers and the restless of mind, who leave all the sweetness of the lowlands behind. But the wind on the summit is a cold, lonely song, and the climb is a mountain that's 3 lifetimes long. I'm coming down from the thin lion air to the place where the dirt is a permanent prayer. My father's initials are barred in the bar of the oak that stands guard in the cool of the dark. The river is old me patience, it teaches me wait for the seed to be broken, for the green to break through. In the garden I'm tending, for me and for you. Oh, let the world wonder, let the wild winds blow. I found a peace that the travelers don't know. Deep in the basin, where the soil is kind, I'm leaving the ghost of my longing behind. My heart is a river that's finally free, with my roots in the valley and my eyes on the It's not a prison, it's a place to begin, to let the light out and to let the love in. The walls of the canyon are holding us tight, like a cradle of stone in the middle of night, stable and steady, come what may. I've stopped my running, I'm choosing to stay. Oh, let the world wonder, let the wild winds blow. I found a peace that the travelers don't know. Deep in the basin, where the soil is kind, I'm leaving the ghost of my longing behind. My heart is a river that's finally free, with my roots in the valley and my eyes on the tree. Down in the bottomland, holding your steady hand, where the water runs deep, where the promises keep, roots in the valley. A tailor smoothing out the glass, watching all the ships and the summer colors pass. I'm a jagged little piece of a much larger thing, tossed over the side where the deep water sings. Lost the paint and the polish, lost the heavy grain, until the only thing left is the silver and the stain. I've been traveling for miles on a current of blue, with no North Star to guide me back home to you. But there's a mercy in the motion, a grace in the swell, a story that the salt and the cedar can tell. You don't need a rudder, you don't need a sail, when you're part of the tide and the breath of the whale. Oh, tropical shore. Maybe I'll wash up at your back door. I'm not the timber I used to be. I've been weathered and worn by the heart of the sea. And I'm better for the breaking, I'm better for the foam. The wandering spirit is the one that is home. Oh, we're living on driftwood dreams, floating on the edges and the silver lit seams. Smooth as a stone and light as a feather, washed clean by the waves and the wild-eyed weather. Don't fight the pull, don't wake from the sleep of the driftwood dreams. Rain and the secrets we keep. Just let the water take every little lake where the white foam curls at the edge of the world. Drifting, drifting. Spent too long in the canyon of stone, in the shadow of buildings where the moss wouldn't grow, counting the cracks in the gray pavement floor, searching for a key to a different door. But the air's getting thinner, the sky open and wide, and I'm leaving the weight of the city behind. There's a ribbon of clover and a hill to be climbed, where the clocks and the calendars fall out of time. The dust on my windows is washed by the rain, and I'm feeling the blood rushing back to the grave. It isn't a map and it isn't a sign. It's just the world waking up at the end of the line. And the Emerald Sea is starting to swell, breaking the lock and breaking the spell. I'm leaning my head out into the wind to see where the world and the heavens begin. Oh, I'm running for the green horizon, where the light is a song and the sun is rising. Past the fences and the rust and the tired old ways, into the heart of the emerald haze. No more limits, and a million stars. It's the color of now. It's the secret, the leaves are all whispering loud. Every blade is a needle, stitching the earth to the wild, quiet glory of a second birth. Just keep on moving, the world is a-blooming. Into the green, into the vast, free at last. Just keep on moving, the world is a-blooming. Into the green, into the vast, free at last. The match is spent, the box is torn, but the heat is new and the light is born. We on a wildfire, wild and blind, leaving a charcoal world behind, with a glowing heart of a cedar lawn, finding our way through the midnight fall. The fast lane lovers are already cold, with a story that's bought and a story that's sold. But we took the embers and we tucked them away, where the wind couldn't find them at the end of the day. It's a quiet physics, a steady hand, building a fire that the years can't strand. No flash in the pan, no spark in the sky, no desperate hello and no hollow goodbye. Just a low frequency, deep-seated hum, waiting for the morning to finally come. Doesn't peak early, it doesn't end soon. Just a flicker in the dark, a turn of the earth. flame until they've forgotten their own damn name. With the blue at the base, the heat at the core, the kind of heat that keeps asking for more. It's a long distance light, a permanent glow. The slower it burns, the deeper it goes. You never unlearn. It's the patience of the tide, the pull of the moon. It doesn't peak early, it doesn't end soon. Just a flicker in the dark, a turn of the urn. I'm staying right here for the slow burn. Steady now, ready now. Not a spark, let it stick with the scent of the needle. The night is a riddle, the wind is a weedle, crushing the resin between thumb and finger, where the ghost of the forest decided to linger. It's a sharp-edged perfume, a medicine dream, rising like vapor from a black water stream. Citrus and cedar, a heavy-eyed blue. Everything's fragrant, everything's new. Stars are just sparks from a distant machine, but the air down here is a deep dark green. It's a molecular dance, a chemical hum, a tonic for hearts that have finally gone numb. One breath of the lavender, one of the pine. I'm losing the border where the world is mine. The oils are leaking from the skin of the earth, paying the price for a midnight rebirth. Spaces between. It's the soul of the plant, it's the blood of the tree, set in the cage of my senses free. Higher than the moon, deeper than the lean, wrapped in the scent of the midnight terpene. purple haze room, nursing heavy like a garden in bloom, pining sharp as a cold winter's kiss. I didn't know healing could feel quite like this. It's the architecture of the air we breathe, the secret that the shadows weave. Oh, I'm breathing in the midnight turkey, the unseen colors and the spaces between. It's the soul of the plant, it's the blood of the tree, setting the cage of my senses free. Higher than the moon, deeper than the lean, wrapped in the scent of the midnight terpene. Exhale the worry, inhale the night, the scent of the dark, the taste of the light, midnight. Terpene. The wind is a brush with 1,000-mile reach, painting the blue above the salt of the beach. First it's a castle, then it's a veil, then it's the ghost of a giant white whale. The sky doesn't worry about holding its shade. It's a masterpiece made of a soft silver escape. I'm lying back down with my head in the tall, watching the kingdoms crumble and fall. They don't need a frame and they don't need a name. They never look twice at the world quite the same. I'm tracing the edges of a slow-moving dream where the light and the water are part of the scheme. No heavy lines and no permanent ink. It's gone in the time that it takes you to blink. Just a wash of the white and a stroke of the gray before the evening carries the gallery away. Oh, we're living on a canvas of clouds above the noise and the rush of the crowds. Let the colors dissolve, let the patterns unfold in the violet, the zinc and the shimmering gold. The world is a sketch that's starting to rise on the canvas of cloud right in front of our eyes. to make itself whole. Oh. So let go of the anchor, let go of the line, and drift through the spaces of the grandest design. On a canvas of clouds, above the noise and the rush of the crowds. Let the colors dissolve, let the patterns unfold in the violet, the zinc and the shimmering gold. The word is a sketch that's starting to rise on the canvas of clouds, right in front of our eyes. Watch it drift. Treble is screaming, the cymbals are thin. The world is a racket of digital din. But down in the basement, down in the dark, there's a heavy gauge wire, a low voltage spark. It's the thump in the floorboards, the kick in the chest, the only part of the song that never needs a rest. You can lose the lyrics, you can lose a lead, but the frequency is the only thing you really need. It's the 40 hertz healing the tectonic slide, the rhythm that tells you there's no place to hide. 4 strings of thunder, a bridge made of steel, the only thing left in the world that is real. It's the spine of the melody, the ghost in the wood, holding us up like we knew that it would. Before the first word and after the last, it's the anchor we're throwing to hold us fast. Oh, I'm leaning on the bassline, backbone, the steady vibration that leads me back home. When the high notes are breaking and the static is loud, it's the gravity pulling me picture of the alleyway street. It's the one, it's the two, it's the heartbeats twin, where the end of the night is where we begin. A dirty wine fused bass solo that stays in the pocket. It's not about speed, it's about the weight of every note. Oh, I'm leaning on the bassline, backbone, the steady vibration that leads me back home. When the high notes are breaking and the static is loud, it's the gravity pulling me out of the crowd. Deep in the marrow, deep in the stone, I'm finding my strength in the bassline backbone. Just the low end, my only friend. Stay in the groove, make the world move. The backbone, the backbone. The song ends with one final deep resonating E string pluck that vibrates in the silence. I left my breath on the jagged edge of a 1,000-foot drop and a limestone ledge. The air is a thin and a holy blue, and the world down below is a ghost of a view. I shouted my name just to hear it come back, to see if the silence had something I lacked. The valleys are full of the things we misplaced, the heat of the hurry, the lines on a face. But up where the eagle is drawing a ring, the wind is the only believable thing. Every I'm sorry and every not yet is tangled down there in the city side net. But here in the open, here in the cold, the story is silver, the story is old. I'm dropping a stone just to measure the fall, to see if the mountain remembers it all. that never got told. I'm sitting here tracing the grain of the desk, where the knots in the timber are deep and grotesque. I got a stack of the white and the sharp and lead tip, and a glass of the mountain with a cold clear sip. The walls are all breathing that evergreen scent, reminding me where all my winter was spent. Outside, the needles are stitching the snow, but inside the ink is beginning to flow. One is for growing, one is for art, one for the forest and one for the heart. It's a fragile alliance, a delicate bond between the living wood and the world beyond. The rustle of pages, the sway of the bow. There's no other place and there's no other now. Oh, I'm living on paper and pine, where the wild and the written finally align. It's the smell of the sap and the weight of the word, the quietest music that I've ever heard. Building a home on a thin, steady line, rocked in the shelter of paper and pine. The tree was a tower before it was thin. The paper was a giant before it was skin. Now they're together in this small wooden room. A little bit of light in the gathering gloom. Write it down, let it grow, what the forest already knows. Son was a witness, loud and demanding, but now there's a grace in the way we're both standing. The sharp-edged reality starts to unspool as the air on our shoulders turns heavy and cool. The streetlights are blooming like lilies of white in the garden of ink at the edge of the night. The world is a fabric that's soft to the touch, but we don't have to see or to say quite so much. The corners are rounded, the secrets are blurred, and the loudest of truths is a thing that's unheard. I'm losing my outline, I'm fading into blue, into the space between me and cloak made of starlight and stories untold. It's a gentle erasure of all that we knew, in a shade that is ancient and perfectly true. Oh, wrap me in velvet shadows, down where the deep dark water flows, where the light is a memory and time is a ghost, and we find the things that we needed the most. Don't look for the exit, don't look for the door, just stay in the velvet shadows once more. Black on black and gray on gray, the beautiful wreck of a long tired day. The moon is a button, the night is a vest, finally giving the weary a rest. Let the dark be a blanket, let the dark be a friend, to the very last stitch at the very last end. It's better this way. Just texture, just touching the velvet. This song was a weekday, down in the Gandhi. The night is a bracing wave. The map turned to white at the county line. A ghost in the plastic, a break in the design. The little blue dot just stopped where it stood, at the edge of the wire and the start of the wood. I reach for the glass, I reach for the glow, but there's nobody calling where I'm gonna go. The towers are huddling back in the town like ironclad giants with their heads hanging down. They're screaming a language I don't want to speak of, the fast and the hollow, the loud and the weak. But the air out here is a different frequency, and the silence is finally talking to me. No ping in the pocket, no light in the hand, just the weight of the wind on a nameless land. The satellites pass like a cold silver train, but they can't find a way through this mountain rain. Oh, I'm living in no signal, where the world is big and the ego is little. Nothing to post and nothing to prove, just the way the shadows and the hemlocks move. Cut the connection, let the battery die. I'm lost in the static of a wide open sky. I'm off the grid, I'm off the clock. I'm a bird on the wire, I'm a hand on the rock. Don't look for my ghost in the digital air. If you wanna find me, you'll have to go there where the way connection lost. The sky finally broke its long-held breath and poured a little life on the summer's death. The dust on the leaves turned to rivers of brown as the silver needles came shimmering down. I'm standing out under the weeping bough with nothing but the here and the now. Oh, 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 oh. My hands are stained dark from the bark of the pine, where the sap is a honey that's ancient and fine. It sticks to my skin like a memory of home, a golden thick seal that I've carried alone. But the water is cool and the water is deep, and it's waking the secrets I promise to keep. Oh, 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 oh. One is the glue that's holding the seam, one is the flood that's fueling the dream. The ember is thick and the weather is wild. The world is a mother, the world is a child. Oh, I'm caught in the resin and rain, healing the heart and dulling the pain, tangled in the sap of the evergreen soul. While the clouds above me begin to unroll, stuck to the earth but washed by the sky, in the raisin and rain. I'm finally dry. Let the resin hold on to the things that should stay. Let the rain carry all of the rest far away. The sweetness of cedar, the chill of the storm, a beautiful friction to keep a heart warm. Wash me, hold me, wash me, hold me. I'm caught in the resin and rain, healing the heart and dulling the pain, tangled in the sap of the evergreen soul. While the clouds above me begin to unroll, stuck to the earth but washed by the sky, in the resin and rain. I'm finally dry. Smell the pine. The stars are just holes in the tattered old coat, and the moon is a lonely and salt with a boat. Lay down your rucksack, lay down your pride. There's nowhere left for a spirit to hide. The miles are all behind you, like a ribbon of stars in the quiet of evening, in the silver and rust. Your boots have a story the highway has worn, through the fields of the clover and the thickets of thorn. But the wind is a mother with a soft steady hand, folding the shadows across the wide land. The crickets are singing a song for your feet that have finally found where the earth and sky meet. Maps for the dreaming, no lines on the page, just the wild open freedom of a bird in its cage. The horizon is sleeping, the mountain is still, and the river is dreaming beneath the dark hills. So sleep now, wonder the day is all done. You've outrun the shadows and followed the sun. The road will be there when the morning is new, but tonight let the stillness be enough for you. Close up your eyes where the wild things are born, to the wonder lullaby, waiting for more. Everywhere are you going turns to where have you been, in the space where the dreaming and the waking begin. Let the fire turn to ash, let the ash turn to gray. You've traveled a lifetime in the span of a day. So sleep now, wanderer, the day is all done. You've outrun the shadows and followed the sun. The road will be there when the morning is new, but tonight let the stillness be enough for you. Close up your eyes where the wild things are born, to the wanderer's lullaby, waiting for more. Rest your head, the stars are fair, it breathing. A low frequency hum that I'm finally receiving. The walls are just curtains of violet and green, draped over the parts of the world rarely seen. I'm tuning the dial past the worry and noise to find where the silence in the rhythm are poised. There's a ghost in the speaker, a soul in the wire, a cold kind of cooling for a high altitude fire. My heartbeat is sinking with the subwoofer stud, like a slow-moving river of electric mud. The gravity's gone or it's changed its intent. I'm spending the hours that were meant to be spent. It's a chemical secret, a digital spark, a lantern that's glowing in the back of the dark. It's the tilt of the planet, the spin of the chrome, the frequency calling the traveler home. Oh, I'm tuned to frequency 14, where the time is a circle and the spirit has plenty. The static is singing, the shadows are gold, a story of fire that never gets cold, floating on air in a velvet lined room, watching the frequency 14 bloom. Everything's wavy, everything's wild. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. Just a crystalline moment, a long distance stare into the atoms and the weight of the air. Stay in the pocket, stay in the groove. Wait for the spirit of the mountain to move. Oh, I'm tuned to frequency 14, where the time is a circle and the spirit has plenty. The static is singing, the shadows are gold, a story of fire that never gets cold, floating on air in a velvet lined room, watching the frequency 14 bloom. See. suspended mid-air in their song. The day is a moment 10,000 years long. We're standing in copper, we're bathing in zinc, at the edge of a world that's forgotten to blink. The stars are all waiting behind the blue veil, but the sun is a ship that's forgotten to sail. It's the beauty of almost, the glory of stay, the ghost of the evening, the heart of the day. A bridge made of amber that leads to the sky, where the light of the morning has gone off to die. Oh, we're lost in an eternal sunset, a promise of peace that we haven't seen yet. The horizon is bleeding, the heavens are wide, with nowhere to run and with nowhere to hide. Beyond the tomorrow, beyond the regret, we're living inside of an eternal sunset. Let the clock lose its head, let the ocean stop the sand. If the dark never comes, then the fear never grows. In the garden, where the light is the only thing that glows, forever in the amber, forever in the glow. A massive soaring guitar melody that builds in intensity.